Afternoon, Mr. Hussain. This is Martin from Auto Direct. I'm here today to give you a brief video resume of the Adria Supersonic Motorhome, as per your request. Now, as you'll probably notice, the engine is running at the moment, and I've done this to conserve battery power whilst we demonstrate some of the interior features of the car in a moment. But first of all, let's just do a little walk around of the exterior of the vehicle for you to see. It's finished in a beautiful metallic grey silver, and as you'll appreciate, the bodywork is absolutely immaculate, as you'd anticipate. No scuffs or scrapes to wheels at all. And as I move around the vehicle, we have access here for fuel, which is located beneath here. We then also have water access here, and then of course we have access to the LPG tank, which is located inside here. So everything is very neatly stowed away on the exterior here. We also have access to a garage where you can store bicycles or various other items of luggage, for example. So a tremendous amount of space there for that. Moving around to the rear of the vehicle, you can see it's got parking sensors present, which are extremely useful, as you'd anticipate, and once again in delightful condition. The access to the garage is also made on this second side of the vehicle here, on the driver's side. As I move down the side of the vehicle, we have further venting here for the kitchen facilities that are present, and your external power socket as well, of course. There is door access on this driver's side, along with access from the passenger side of the vehicle. You can see a very attractive face to the car. So I'm going to step inside now, and we'll give you a resume of some of the internal features of the vehicle. I'm pleased to be able to account, just before I do that, that the vehicle is 7 meters and 30 centimeters in length, as I've just measured it a moment ago. So that is the external for you. So we'll join you inside now. So as we access the vehicle from the passenger side, open the doors. I've removed my shoes, as is appropriate, as the interior is absolutely immaculate. This is quite simply like brand new. So I'm going to come in and just close the door for a moment, and first of all just give a little show around the dashboard area. So you can see here the audio system, which is a Pioneer system, incorporates Bluetooth functionality and DAB digital radio. We also have our controls for air conditioning and fan functionality up front. A cigarette lighter, which could be used obviously for 12-volt charging, as we also have a 180-watt power socket as well. You can see our 6-speed transmission is present here, and if I move across to the driver's side of the vehicle, you can see here it has covered 4,603 miles from new. Just moving around here, there's plenty of storage facilities here on the driver's side, which is also very useful, along with the customary cup holder for your tea or coffee as you're travelling. And once again on the passenger side. Just moving and turning around now, you can see that the seats that are present in the vehicle are absolutely as new. Armrests present on both sides, which ease of comfort whilst travelling. So certainly a very pleasant environment to be situated in whilst on your journey. I noted when I stepped into the vehicle that some of the carpets still even have the original tags upon them, so that gives you some indication as to how well this has been maintained. Now, our main battery panel is located at the top here, together with our central heating and the alarm system, of course. All of this located very neatly above the door on the driver's side of the vehicle. There is a blind present here, which is currently in situ. Now there is the second of two beds located here, and this panel allows us to access this. So if I press this button and locate this lower butt press here, this then lowers the second bed that's present here, constituting therefore a 4-berth accommodation. This travels all the way down. There is a small ladder which can be placed in position, and a guard net here which is placed so that if somebody does happen to roll, they're not going to roll out of the bed, of course. A nice window present, which also carries a blind to facilitate and ensure that of course you're not dazzled by the sun, or at night you have a nice enclosure. Once again, to return this to the upper position, we access the panel here, press and hold this upper button, and then here, as I press this, this then raises the bed and stows it away again in its original position, which is fabulous. So I'll close that up there. So all shut away again. There we go. Okay, so once again, as I mentioned, we have an access here from the driver's side. All of the doors and windows, incidentally, carry blinds to be able to shut out the outside world for perfect privacy, but again to allow light to travel in when you're situated there. There is also a small waste bin present here, which is useful for any bits of paper or anything of neat note. The television I'm going to measure for you shortly. This is situated here. There is a fridge freezer, which is very useful to utilise when, of course, travelling. And this is, as you can appreciate, immaculately clean inside. I would wonder if it's in fact ever been used, but once again, also a freezer compartment for that facility. Turning around as I am, we have a sink with combination tap. This sink is of course covered today for purposes of transit. You then have a little waste chute here, and then you have the hob, of course, which is I believe a 3-burner hob, and also combines a grill and oven as well. So along with the splashback on the side, so as to protect the wood area here, and windows are present, of course, to give you again plenty of light. That's a nice feature to find. We have ample overhead storage, of course, located throughout the vehicle in order to stow away any kitchen items that you may have, along with any additional luggage requirements in that sense. So these are again all perfectly clean. Curtains and visors, as I mentioned, present on all windows there. So I'm just turning now and moving to the bedroom area, as here this is a fixed bed which is electrically operated, and the beauty of this bed is that in this upright position as it is now, it's still able to be used for sort of relaxing upon, light reading, for example, but then also can be activated to lower it, as I'll do now, which then puts the bed into an entirely horizontal position. This is operated by, once again, a switch control at the side of the bed, so you don't have to get out of bed in order to do this. This then lowers the bed into a perfectly flat position. A nice good sized double there. And then once again, when not in use, a simple press of the button here raises the rear of the bed and draws the foot of the bed rearwards in order to maximise the amount of space to move around. Now again, there are visors, sun visors, as well as curtains present. You can see in the ceiling here, as well as on both sides of the bedroom area. And as I turn, you were quite right in your belief that there is a separate and self-contained shower, which is delightful. This is fully enclosed, of course. There is a door which simply unlatches from the top here and then can slide across, and then there is a further sliding door on this side to then complete the movement as this again unclips and then slides around to enclose the area. We then have a separate toilet and wash basin. Very nice and attractive glass basin there. The all-important mirror, as my wife would point to, is an essential item. And once again, we have venting and visors present here, so if you are brushing your teeth and you would like some daylight whilst doing so, you can very easily let that in through this function. Then further mirrors to the rear of the bathroom, so along with additional storage as well, of course, for any toiletry items, and also for example towels or any additional bathroom accoutrements that you may wish to store. There is also further storage at the bottom here, a sliding cupboard which also enables you to stow away items, a little shelving unit and shelving behind. The toilet again is plumbed directly into the vehicle for wastewater, and of course you can see the functionality there for its operation, and you can see perfectly clean as you would anticipate. This vehicle is really exceptional in its condition. I'm just trying to show you some of the other storage areas here. You can see beneath the bed here we have access for stowing items. However, when the bed is in the prone position like this, you do also have access. If I lift the base of the bed here, beneath the slats, you can see there is access into the garage area where the bikes and so forth may be stored, and so excellent if you wish to just simply put something into that stowage area. There are of course wardrobes on either side of the bed, which again for storage of clothing is excellent, along with again ample overhead storage. So it really is incredibly practical, but in a nice concise environment. Overhead lighting here, downlighters of course, very present. There is a stand already mounted here for a further television, if you should wish to acquire one for use in the bedroom. And just turning around and moving back, you can see here that we do in fact have a door here which is able to be unlatched and then slid across in order to give absolute privacy from any guests that you may have staying in the second bed located above the driver's compartment. So just to resume again then, back to the front of the vehicle, we can see here, looking out, terrific visibility when driving. All round good sized mirrors as well, which are present, giving an excellent view of the rear of the vehicle, as well as those parking sensors of course, which aid you when reversing. So I shall step back out to the exterior of the vehicle once more, and we'll just summarise for you. So now that we've returned to the exterior of the vehicle, just to summarise once again, this exceptional example of the Adria Supersonic Motorhome, which has covered a terrifically low mileage at 4,600, registered 2015, it's just past its third birthday, and in absolutely as new condition as we have clearly seen. An exceptional vehicle, one I'm sure you would be very proud to own, and take great pleasure and enjoyment from travelling in. I shall now return back to the showroom and process this video to send to you, and I'll look forward to speaking to you later today. Thank you.